I've just recorded a video for my online student Kelvin, and I thought it might be useful for many of you too. Hi Kelvin. Everything we do in the soul, all the fundamentals are for this moment. Contact. Pronation is the main secret of the soul. Now your elbow is in the right position. You get into the trophy position and your elbow stays in place without this motion when you shift your elbow forward. Your racket is on your hitting side when you are in your trophy position. I like this as well. In the acceleration phase, your elbow goes up. You used to lift your hand and your elbow together and then try to get this racket drop. Now you lead with your elbow while your hand stays in place, then even hand drops down. That's good. Your racket goes out to the side at the bottom. You used to cut your racket path. Now the racket goes out to the side at the bottom. I like it as well. What you need to focus on now? The racket should approach the ball with its edge higher. Now you do something like this. From this position, racket goes this way and you drop your arm too soon. Let your racket go this way. It's natural movement. You have a continental grip, you are relaxed, you go into the cartwheel motion, and let your racket raise higher. And from this moment, turn your racket to hit the ball. At the moment of contact, you need to have angle between your arm and your racket, and then racket goes this way after contact by inertia. Edge, edge, still edge, rotate into the ball, and then turn your racket this way. When you are at the moment of contact, you need to stay a bit sideways at this moment. Think of like you pointing towards the imaginary net post. You are walking out of the court, that's good, you need to keep going to walk off the court. And imagine net post here, and you stop your rotation when your chest facing the net post, and hold your elbow, shoulder, elbow, arm long in this position until this pronation happens. So, trophy position, you are in a good trophy position now. Lead with the elbow, let the racket go slightly out to the side. At the bottom, edge, edge, still edge, rotate this way. Hold your arm long in this position. Do this motion in parts, like a robot. This way you show your body what you wanted to learn. Make sure you have an angle at the moment of contact. You can even stop your motion here to make sure your racket is in this position. Then turn your racket and then go into the follow through. Now you drop your arm too soon, like this. When you do this, the high speed of the racket somewhere here in front of you, but we need to hit over the net and the contact zone is here, and to get top speed of the racket at this moment, at the moment of contact, again you need to hold your shoulder, your arm longer in this position. It creates a catapult effect. And then the racket goes into the follow through. Again, do it in this robotic manner at first, then try to perform one smooth motion, but do it slow and of course correct. Then try to increase your speed, but do it gradually until you hear a whoosh sound at this zone, at contact. Now I hear whoosh sound. It was not so loud, but we don't need when we learn the right racket pass. But when I hear whoosh sound at contact, that means I accelerate, decelerate at the right time. I stop my shoulder, my arm in this position longer. Of course, you cannot stop your motion completely because the racket and your arm has inertia. But again, don't fold your arm forward like this. Whoosh sound here, that's good. If you hear whoosh sound here in front of you, work on this position of your arm at contact, your shoulder, your arm longer. One important thing, pronation happens from the shoulder. Let your racket raise with its edge. Again, it's natural motion. The racket wants to go this way. I do nothing. I have a continental grip, I have trophy position, I go into the cartwheel and the racket goes this way, naturally. Then I rotate my racket from the shoulder. It's not wrist motion, and it's not wrist motion like this, like flipping, or like this. It's whole motion from the shoulder. From the shoulder. And of course, again, it's so important. Make sure you have an angle at contact and you hold your arm longer. One important thing. Watch the ball, the imaginary ball. Now you do something like this, your shadow swing. But look at the ball. The imaginary ball. It helps you stay a bit sideways at the moment of contact when your head is in this position. Also, you can watch what your racket does at contact. Go slow and you can watch what your racket does at contact. So, shadow swing. Then you can add a fake toss. Your goal is to repeat same motion. When the ball comes into play, your motion can fall apart and you can go with old habit, but keep going. Shadow swing, fake toss, try to repeat same motion. Your goal is to repeat same motion. At the end of the day, you hit the ball with proper motion. But first, correct shadow swing. Send me a video. I'd like to make sure you are doing right your shadow swing, and then we move on to fake toss and hitting the ball. You can do it.